Right, I've been spending some money. We've got some parts in. First thing I want to do is reassemble the crank. I've got new pistons, I've got new shells. I want to balance these. You get a lot of vibrations on triumph engines anyway, to try and mitigate that, he says jokingly. Just want to see if we can get these to a similar sort of weight. It's going to be nothing fancy, it's just going to be purely done on the weight of the rod and match them up so they're all even and a bit better balanced. It'll still shake like a shitting dog, so you know, we'll do what we can. Right, second attempt. I got rudely interrupted. Number one, we are at 435 grams. Doesn't matter if you get grams, ounces, bananas, potatoes. 438 on number two, so we need to take 3 grams off of that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run it off these bits here. We'll get that sorted and we'll try and get them down to both 435. Right, I'd normally do this with my little Dremel type rotary tool, but I can't find it, so I'm going to use the belt sander, and I've got quite a blunt, worn out brain things belt on that, so we'll see how we get on with that one.
One eternity later.
Ain't far off. A bit more far.
2,000 years later.
That'll do me. Need to take a lot off. What I need to do, I'm just going to redo the manufacturer's pop mark there, just to show which the front of the Conrod is, and then we get the bearing shells fitted. Right, whilst we are here, I will just quickly double check the pistons. These are brand new and they should be matched. 322. 321. Let me take them pins out. 247. 247. So they're matching pistons. I do like these pistons. These are very nice compared to the old ones. They've even got some breather holes in there for the air. Well, for the air and the oil, so the oil can actually get in behind the ring when it's pressurised up behind the piston. They weren't cheap. Here we have my brand spanking new bearing shells. Nice clean surface for them to sit on. There is a little dimple there that will push into the rebate. Which one have we got there? On the number 2. That's number 1, isn't it? Yeah, that's number 1. We'll do number 1 first. There's a little rebate in there that pushes into. They should sit nice and flush like that. Same on the bottom casting. Make sure that's clean in there. That's gone in nicely as well. There we have one nice crank. That's number 1 journal. All cleaned up, and we've got some nice thick assembly lube. The gloopy gloop on there. More the merrier. Just a little bit on the bearing shells. And it was with the rivet, the pot marks pointing towards the front of the engine, which is that way. There's the pot marks. There's the pot marks. We do them up to 22 foot-pounds. We'll double check them. Yep. Stand it up, give it a spin. Yeah, happy with that. Lovely, there's no binding or anything like that on the point. It does stick a little bit, but that's the assembly lube. Bit of stiction. Right, get the other one done.
5 minutes later.
Yep. Why is that bound up like that? Oh, that's proper bound up. Why has that done that? They're facing front as they should be. That's the right orientation. Let's loosen that off and double check them. That's proper bound up, that one. Why is that? Definitely not a good sign.
3 hours later.
So, bit of a head scratcher, that one. And what I've done, I've polished the journal. As you can see, I don't know if there's any crap in there. It might be just being slightly ganky, but it's a hell of a lot better now. It wasn't binding up, but it did take a fair bit of polishing to do that. Sorting out, so happy with them. A lot better. Right, last thing I want to do, what we need to do is pump some engine oil in that end, in the oil end, and then we can make sure we're getting oil through to both big ends. There we go. I'm going to see something there. The oil can's, my handle's bent on my oil can. There we go, it's coming out of that one. Is any coming out of that one? Yeah, it's coming out of that one as well. Yeah, happy days. That means that both journals are getting oil. So there we are then, that is the crank rebuilt, ready to go back in the engine. I'm going to spend a little bit of time now, get my engine cases cleaned up and that, so I think the next video will be getting the, bear with me a sec, getting the crank back in the engine and getting the cases back together. There's a bit of crap in there, I'll get that cleaned out. Lovely jubbly. So, thanks for watching.